Hello, I'm Jane, and this is the house of Matilda and Josephine, and I'm about to do a little miniature of Matilda and Josephine. And I just thought I'd share. I usually stick my miniatures on this card and then have some books that I lean up against and then that. But I have decided to actually make a smaller one, and I'm in the process of making a little easel so it's all attached. So I've just glued this bit of wood on here, stuck some pins in, and I'm going to make another bit that goes underneath, but I haven't got time and there's a bit gluing somewhere around. But I actually got this. This is just some card off the back of a sketchbook, and weirdly enough I picked the sketchbook up and it actually has in it, I'm probably going to find it now, oh there we go, some of the sketches from my very first Matilda and Josephine that I did on YouTube. So I did this like skating one. So I did all these different sketches. And then that's sort of the main sketch that I did. So it's kind of weird that I picked this up. So this was the first Matilda and Josephine I ever did on YouTube. I'd done them before, but it's the first one. But also I was looking at how I was trying really hard to learn perspective, and I was doing all these other little sketches, and I was looking 2018. So years and years ago I had decided that I wanted to get better. I don't know who did that. That wasn't me. But yeah, I wanted to do better, so I was copying stuff from a drawing book that I bought. And of course, 2018, and then I stopped. So that is where I need to get consistent and start actually doing things on a daily basis. So the compound effect, do a little bit every day, and before you know it, you're like really, really good. So I'm just going to use this now and just sort of hold it there. I might be able to put that in there. But what I wanted to do was be able to surround myself with lots of inspiring things while I'm drawing, and having this big bulky this sort of thing, which is much bigger, kind of hides everything. So I thought I don't need it big, I just need one little thingy. And so today I'm going to do what I did last week, which is to do like a very, very quick sketch. And so it will help to have the doll's house in front of me, because that's what I'm planning on doing. And because I don't really need that, because it's got a bit more stability having that there, I can lean it against the books and sort of hopefully it'll work. The problem is I do have a bit of shadow because the window's over there. I've got this light here, but it's not, I don't know, it'll be fine. It's so difficult to know because you get the light shining on this and it is quite reflective, but I'm just going to carry on. I'm just going to do it. So as you saw, I was trying to do perspective and learn how to do perspective, and then I just stopped. So it will show now on this drawing that, yeah, I really, really need to get back to that and learn. But what I think about doing drawing is that it is nice just to put pencil to paper, and it doesn't matter if it's good or not. And I think sometimes, certainly I do, if something doesn't look right, I do give up, and then I think, oh, I think I'll take up some other interest. And I mean, it's like right now, that is going to be a lot longer than that, so I do need to shorten those. I can shorten it there actually. So that's what's nice about just actually doing this drawing, because I am going to try and keep it to 15 minutes so that I'm not spending so much time going on it, and that will help me creatively, I think. So there we go again. I'm running out of space on my camera, on my phone. I always do that. It's so funny how I'm just like, I say it almost every single video, I have run out of space. Next time I will do this, and then I just don't. So this is really, yeah, I don't feel like it's that good. So that bottom bit, it's really, I find it really, really hard doing this. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'm trying to get things looking right, and then you sort of feel like, oh my gosh, this is not the bits that you normally see. If you watch my paintings, you know, you'll see the end drawing, and then I just paint on it because I spent, you know, not many hours, but quite a lot of time sketching and then going back in and doing it again. Whereas now, in fact, I'm going to have that door open because it is open. Yeah, now I'm kind of, you're seeing that, yeah, it takes quite a lot to get to the the painting that's desired, that I like. But speaking of like, one of the things that I've realised recently is that I've been trying to do this garden for quite some time now. And I'm just really, really struggling with it. And I think one of the reasons is I've kind of got to the bit now where I've got to add perhaps some flowers or something else. And I just thought I didn't realise it until very recently. As much as I do like summer and I do like flowers and all that stuff, I don't love it. And I actually feel a little bit down almost. Look at that. That is, yeah, I feel like, oh, it's summer and I want to be in autumn and I miss the leaves falling off the trees. I miss the chilly days. And it's only, what is it, day 2 of spring now. We're on day 2 doing this. But what I realized, what I learned very recently was that I don't have to like spring. Just because most of the people that I speak to are so happy that the longer days are here, and it's like, oh my gosh, thank goodness it's finally summer. And I'm thinking, no, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. But now I'm like, I don't have to see what other people see, and that there are other people out there that are like, actually, you know what? Yeah, I prefer the autumn and I prefer the winter. And I think maybe because I am this creative person that likes to make stuff up and likes to have witches and that looks right, and that just looks like it looks like it's looks like the window is straight on. I don't know how I can make the window not look straight on. And it also looks like the door, I mean, the door is going to come up to here, so it's quite big. It just looks all wrong. And this is where I'm thinking, was it such a good idea to actually do this and have it, oh God, and instant regret when I think this is not going to be good. Oh my gosh, and this is supposed to be one of the witches on top of the porch. Wow, so I've challenged myself to do this, so I am going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. So yeah, she's on top of there, and she is not massive. A minute. So the body, that's the other thing as well. So I'm trying to figure out how it's all going to look, because I have a habit of making a mess of the drawing to start with and then trying to figure it out. So there. Oh lordy, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, if I just put massive hair and a hat, and we can get away with it. She looks like a fish. Okay. But I could have, like, there's a hand there. Oh, I know, she's reading a book. Oh dear. I always get that wrong as well. It's like, which way does the book go? It's like that, so it should be like that. There. Yeah, that works, I think. Yep, she's reading a book in her mermaidy fish outfit whilst, oh gosh. And the thing is, it would be so simple for me to find some material, not material, but like just go online and get a picture of someone lying on their front reading a book. That would be the logical and simple step. But no, what I'm doing is just trying to remember. But actually, this is a really good thing, and this makes me think about oh my god, what are they called? Sat navs. You know, back when I was a child, you could get this paper thing and work out where you needed to go, work out the journey. Then you'd have the oh my god, what is it called? A to Z, I think. You'd have that in your car, and then you would just know where you're going because you'd work the journey out. You'd know in your head. You'd be able to read road signs. I discovered a couple of years ago that I can't read road signs anymore. So I have actually sort of tried to that's a bit fatter than that one, but I don't care. It's fine. I have tried to remember what I'm saying when I'm saying it. No. I've tried to really learn my journeys, and the journeys that I do, not journeys I do every day, because obviously I don't use the sat nav for these. I put the sat nav in sometimes. Sat navs are good if there are traffic jams and things like that, or accidents or things like that, where you have to find a new route, kind of en route, so you don't want to have to pull over and work it all out. But yeah, if I'm doing a route that I do maybe once or twice a month, or even less than that, I do try and do it without the sat nav. And it's actually really good, because I realize just how little I use my brain anymore. And that's like with this, I'm trying to remember what someone lying on their front looks like, and that's ridiculous. How can I not remember? And I think, okay, the body calms down. I'm trying to picture myself. So that's not bad. And you'd have that, and I think maybe, yeah. She still looks like a fish, and something's gone. I think maybe her neck. Something's happened to her neck. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I can't think what you would look like. And that's where I take forever to do paintings and other. So I ran out of space again, and so I quickly googled what someone actually looks like when they are lying on their front. And it's so weird how you kind of forget how pretty much everything works. So it's kind of there, and then you have the body. That's not going to look right either. And then yeah, you just have pretty much I mean, the next can be wherever you want them to be, but yeah. And so it's kind of like that. That looks a bit, no, that looks dreadful too. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. We're going to get away with that and pretend that we didn't see anything. Yeah, I think, I don't know what I'm doing. You kind of have this bit of the torso there, and then it bends. I'm trying to figure out, so you're on your stomach, and then your legs are there. So I'm probably a little bit higher on it. This is where I mask the whole thing. And then I think, it actually looked all right before I changed everything. So I have the book there, the arm there, another arm there, the head probably slightly higher, and then, but the great thing about, I mean, yeah, the body looks like it's going into the neck. That's where I've got to sort of, I don't know whether I ever want to do. It's bizarre. It is bizarre, that's what that is. The great thing about this is, if you watch the video, you'll see where it's all like absolutely horrendous. I think it looks so much better before. Yeah. Maybe when I do the pen, I can sort of, yeah, do something, I don't know. Right, so what I want to do now is just run away and pretend that nothing ever happened. So I'm going to have some bushes here, bushes there, something climbing up there. The same, and then probably, oh, I just keep looking at it, it's absolutely bizarre. Then I want to have the other one. I kind of want to be making it messy, almost like making like a tornado effect of the leaves. So I've got this. So her one should probably be pointing the other way. So you've got all these leaves coming out, spraying out of this tornado. And again, it really does help to watch these videos with the commentary of me saying what on earth is going on, because I don't think you'd have a clue if you saw this painting. That's absolutely fine. And it's not a painting, is it? It's just a quick sketch. I'm really annoyed with her body, and that's where doing these sort of sketches, yeah, gosh, I think we're gonna have to get rid of her body altogether. And I said this before, if you keep using a rubber on this painting surface, it can, even though it doesn't look bad, it can, when you put the paint on it, it just loses something. So there's where her arms are, and that looks weird already. Her body would be higher up, I think. So she'd be like that. Then she'd have that bit there, and then she'd have legs, and then like that. Yeah, that looks slightly better. But I think as well, if she's wearing a dress, it's not, oh, I don't know. It's like the dress would hang down a little bit more. In fact, you think the dress would be down completely. But I like that. But this arm here looks a bit weird. Maybe it's too thick, maybe it's too long, I don't know. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And maybe I need to use a different pencil as well. Maybe if I kind of do that going there. Yeah, that looks alright. I can live with that, and I can pretend that nothing... see, I'll put this on a piece at some point and just go, okay, so this is speed sketching. It's just getting some ideas on paper. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. So you've got the body, then the stomach, then that bit there, and then that. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. But actually, I think, yeah, if you have the dress, the material would be hanging down. So you'd have like a floaty bit. So when you think you've got it right and you've deleted everything off your phone, and then you think, right, I'm in the mode, I'm doing it, and then the phone rings and you're using your phone as your camera. But it's all good. It's all good. So I think, yeah, so that's like that. And I think I'm going to have to color some of it because I wasn't going to color anything before. So the other thing I want to do is have Matilda or Josephine, I don't know which one this time, here, actually doing some real work this time. Or maybe she isn't, I don't know, maybe she's just, sometimes it's nice to play them. Does she even know what she's doing? Right. Yeah, even witches like to actually get their hands involved in stuff and do a little bit of work. Most of the time not. But so I need to get rid of that background. But this is and I did something, I talked about this earlier, not on here, but I think I'm doing a live on Facebook, and I just talked about how forcing myself to do art is really making a difference, because it's like I don't want to do it. I'm just not in the mood to do it. And then I find that I can go for months, like I just showed that right at the beginning, that little sketchbook with the sketches when I was doing that little course from the book. That's quite a long time to go without doing anything. And I know I've done a few things in between, but actually not really. Right, so I'm not sure how, again, the whole, I mean, she should be bigger if the one underneath is anything to go by. Oh dear. And I think it goes to show as well, is like, it does take a lot of practice. I think I need to change my pencil because this is an H. So, and I don't know where this came from. But a softer pencil sometimes helps. I'm just using an HB. Yeah, so what I want to do, in fact, now, because I feel like this is good. I feel like, so basically what's happening is she's sitting up there reading a book, well, she's not minding her own business, and she's welling up all the leaves that the other one has swept up, and she's now putting them into this big tornado and throwing them everywhere. on the ground. And well, this one is sweeping up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a bit of paint on it actually. Oh, and maybe even put a window in here. I love that when I'm doing these quick sketches, I'll finish it and then I'll look back on it and think, wow, I missed out a whole section or something. And I'll leave it because I'm like, well, I'm done now. Which is good. I mean, it's good for me to do that. Right, okay, so let's get the paint. Okay, before I put any paint on, I just want to just do a little bit of definition with the pen. And I kind of almost don't want to, but the pen always does seem to really, really help get the image across and get it out there a little bit more. And you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. And also it makes me feel a little bit better because I can sort of look at it a little bit with a bit more of a, maybe a bit more of a smarter eye and be like, actually, yeah, that doesn't look good. That really needs to be changed, and I can change it. Whereas when I'm doing the pencil, I think that's something that I've learned over the years is just when I'm doing a sketch that I need to have that sort of stand back from it moment and look at it and go, okay, yeah. Because I do that all the time. I'll draw something that's right in front of me. And then I think, wow, my perspective, my everything is completely off. What I need to do is redo the whole thing and just start again. And that's kind of what I'm looking at here is I'm thinking, wow, okay, yeah, this is good. But I'm still looking at her on the top. But actually, you know. And I think, yeah, and with the pen as well, you can see a little bit more of what my actual idea was. That I did want this tornado thing erupting out of the pile of leaves that one of them is doing. I think this one's going to have to be Matilda because Matilda is indeed the more mischievous one. And Josephine is the one that's a bit more serious and a bit more, no, you must do that, you mustn't, you know. I'm still going to muck around, but I'm not going to muck around as much as you. Okay, so my camera ran out once again. So this time I decided to get on my computer, load a lot of stuff off and do it properly. I don't know how many times I have said it in the past that I'm like, oh look, I've run out of space again. So I've got to devise a plan where I really, really changed my things. I've just recently got a book on Audible, which is The Compound Effect by somebody, I can't remember his name, Danny, I can't remember. And I think that will definitely help because I do know, I mean, it's like I try and wake up every morning, I try and get up every morning at the same time and try and do things over and over again, repeat things until we get better habits. But there are certain things where suddenly something happens and you're like, oh my God. And certainly life at the moment is very, very up in the air and a little bit stressful. So it's like, oh my gosh. And things, every day is different. This pen doesn't seem very nice at the moment. It seems to be running out a bit. And there's that horrible feeling when you make a mistake when you're doing it with pen. And I just think, you know, that window looks really bad. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It really is. Right, so, yeah, I am doing this. I'm doing this. There we go. I'm just going to put a little bit of paint where the leaf tornado is and leave the rest because I just think it'll look good. With a little bit of colour. I don't know whether this pen is running out or whether it's just the way I'm holding it. I don't know. But yeah, giving this, it does, you can see it a little bit more now, I think. Right, and then we go on with her. I think she looks all right. I think, yeah, that is good. I think a lot, actually. Yeah. There. But doing these videos, like I say every week, it really is finding out all the different foibles I've got, all the things that I'm learning, getting more comfortable in doing certain things. Because I think years ago I used to think, yeah, I'm all right with this, I'm happy with what I'm doing. And then as you do more and more, you think, oh, I wasn't actually happy. Do you know what? I like her now. I think she looks good. I think maybe they're a bit too tall. I think she might be, I don't know, it's really difficult to tell. But again, who cares? Who cares about perspective? Who cares about any of that stuff? When you're storytelling, it really, I don't think it matters. I think it's like, as long as you get the story across and it looks reasonably good, I'm happy. Yeah, so what I want to do now is just get a bit of paint out. So what I want to do with this is just get a little bit of colour. I don't know if the lighting's good. I moved the lighting to take a picture and now I don't know. But sometimes it's just best to, see, giving the idea of what's actually happening rather than really making a big thing of the whole picture, because that's how I used to paint. I used to really, I mean, when I say used to, I still do, but I did make this big thing about having so much detail in. I love doing that, but I think what happens is I lose the element of the story and I stop. It's not like I stop doing the story, but I just don't get as much story in. And because at the moment, life is just a little bit tricky, and so I don't have that luxury or that headspace to spend hours. I just don't have that sort of headspace at the moment to sit. Whereas I used to like sit and have like hours of what can I do, planning, sketching, and now it's like, okay, not so much. And it's not just the lack of, it's like there's time. But it is, like I said, it's the headspace, and it's like, when you're just saying, oh my gosh, I'm having to deal with that thing. And then it's, I don't know, does that look like a tornado? To me, that is a tornado. That is a beautiful tornado. I've never seen such an amazing tornado. So, and then I can put leaves all over the place. And I think as well, when you have a lot of stuff going in your life, having some kind of consistent time to do something and say, right, okay, this is my time, and that, doing the video every week, that is my time. This is a very odd picture because I think it's because it's got this weird, just this orange everywhere. I feel like I want to give them colour, but at the same time, should I? Am I going to do something I shouldn't? You're gonna do something you shouldn't. I like that. I think it's fine. Yeah. I think maybe I could give them a little bit of green to not a little bit of green, but just something just very, very light to make them stand out a bit. And they're wearing the same colour, which they don't normally, but on this occasion they will. There, I like that. Yeah, that's cool. But again, it's that whole, I've got to stop while I'm ahead. And I'm not ahead as far as how I used to paint, or how I do paint, but in this case, I'm not painting. But I feel like it feels weird looking at it because it's not comfortable for me. I feel like there's something else I should be doing. I think, the whole, I don't know whether to do more detail on I don't know. Maybe a little bit of detail on the broom. But then I'm going to make the broom look like it's more leaves. And then I regret it. No. And another thing as well that I decided, that looks right actually. I decided that I was going to use the same paintbrush because sometimes as well it's just quick and easy and we just get through and we do it. Do I want to put a little bit of orange in the windows? I don't know. I think we're done. I think that's what we're going to say. We are done. So, thank you so much for watching. And here we go. I'm going to sign it. And, oh, that's quite a big signature for me. Wait, the whole thing has been signed. So do subscribe if you want to see more. And I will be back next Sunday for another one of these. And Wednesday for more of the house. More of the house. There it is.